one of the most original games about a cup.
Cuphead.
Hey everyone, this is GameGorgon. My name is Indigo.
I'm Krug.
And we're going to be talking about Cuphead today.
Yup.
Cuphead came out on September 29th by Studio MDHR.
Mother ducking human resources.
I don't think that's what that stands for, but either way, this game is a side-scrolling, platforming, hand-drawn looking, like 1960s cartoon awesomeness?
It's pretty fun.
Yeah,
it's surprisingly fun.
Yeah, it's really fun, but oh god, is it difficult.
It's really easy.
How the f does laughing do damage? Alright, that's some bull. Wow. Wow. What the f is this? Oh, that was easy. We're good. Oh, oh,
No, it's really hard. I died a lot. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's not a simple game. So I'm usually not into games like this. Like side scrollers are generally...
Anything that looks retro?
It doesn't look retro. It looks stylish. It's not like low resolution. It supports my monitor. That's not retro. It's not retro. It has a specific style. There's a difference between those two things. That having been said...
Retro?
Well, f*** you! It doesn't look retro. It looks like a modern thing trying to be retro. I said that wrong. It looks retro, but it's cool. I'm allowed to be a hypocrite if I want to be a hypocrite, all right? F*** off.
So...
Z-Snap, baby.
So, it starts with an open book, and you and your brother go to a casino, and you start gambling, and you're winning like crazy. But the devil comes out and says, hey, this next game, if you win, you can have all of the treasure here in the casino. If not, I get your soul. And of course, they go for it.
Of course.
And they take the soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they head out into the world. Your grandfather gives you magical powers, which is basically you get to shoot stuff out of your finger.
With your finger, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that part was just a little, all right, I'll accept it.
I don't need it. Yeah, I don't need it to make sense.
Yeah,
it's fine.
exactly. And then from that, it's kind of like a Mario-esque world where you can like walk around and choose which location you want to go to. Like, oh, I want to do this mission. Or
the overworld map is
Yeah.
like Chrono Trigger or Super Mario Brothers, stuff like that.
Based off of what direction you go, depends on what parts of the map open up and,
Yeah.
and what abilities you get and like how much gold you get that you can turn around and go to shops.
Yeah.
And then spend that gold to upgrade your abilities by placing items in basically your contract sheet.
So there are 4 slots. There's 2 for weapon upgrades that kind of change the way that your little pew-pew pistol behaves. There's 1 kind of super ability slot. And then the last slot just kind of modifies how your character works. So for example, I got an ability in that slot that changed my dash from a straight line to teleporting from one place to another, so I wasn't targetable in the middle.
I have one where it increases your health, but you do a little less damage. So early off, there's actually a kind of boss fight. It's just basically like a challenger that you can go to and fight them. And it is farm vegetables.
Yeah.
It's a potato that spits out dirt and worms at you, and you have to jump over it while shooting it. And then after that is an onion, who when you shoot it, it cries and it rains down water that you have to then miss.
Yep.
And then finally, the third stage of that is a psychic carrot who will shoot beams of psychic energy at you as well as cause carrots to come out of the ground and fly at you. This game is literally like a psychedelic drug trip.
That's kind of why I like it.
There are some problems that I had. I hate the keyboard layout that they default you with. That was hot garbage. I swapped over to the Steam controller, and that makes the game so much more enjoyable.
So they start you off moving. It's a keyboard-only game. They start you off moving with the arrow keys. I moved that to WASD, and then I made fire enter. I made jump space bar, and I made dodge shift with my pinky, and it worked fine. Their default layout is trash. Just pick something that makes sense to you, and it'll be fine, I think.
Yeah.
How was your experience on the controller?
Oh, it was great. I mean, I used the default controller mode that they came up with, and it works fine. I want to move a couple buttons. I think the fire button would work better as a trigger. Versus
But you think it's a reasonable way to play the game?
Oh yeah, I think it's a lot smoother. I definitely got way further using the controller than using the keyboard configuration. Even when the only keyboard configuration difference is that I moved jump to spacebar, and then I moved everything else over a little bit. So it was still just like the 3 main buttons and then jump.
I can't move with my right hand. That doesn't make sense to my brain.
That's because he's special.
No, that's because I've been playing games for too long where I move with WASD. Hello, like industry standard. Let's stick to those.
All right, so on a scale of 1 and like 3 3/4,
No, oh God.
what would you rate this game?
Like 8.4 out of 10. Like a reasonable scale. Like a scale for humans that want to understand my opinions about something, and as opposed to your bull.
I mean,
What would you give it out of whatever number you said? Do you even remember what you said?
Yeah,
I don't
3
believe you.
3/4.
Okay.
I would say I would give it like a 2 2/3.
You gonna say 4? 2 2/3?
Yeah.
All right. We'll show.
2.75. Does that help you out?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't help anyone.
I really enjoyed the game. I love the difficulty. I love that the difficulty is a part of why I like the game. I love the art style. I love the fact that there's a platforming game that is actually enjoyable. And they don't use any of the gimmicks like the newer Sonic games do, where it's like it changes dimensions like halfway through and just...
No, it's straightforward platform fun.
Yeah, and the idea's original, like the whole entire system's original and new. I just really, really enjoy it.
I'm really happy this is the last video we're recording today so I can go play it.
Does Cuphead look like a game that you guys want to play? And if you are playing the game, let us know what you guys rate the game. And again,
Out of 10.
3 3/4.
Out of 10. You said 3 1/4 before. I knew you'd forget. I'm the
No, he
best.
said 3 3/4.
That being said, please make sure to hit that like button after you watch the video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you aren't subscribed. And if you are subscribed, hit the little bell so that you get a notification letting you know that we have gone live with another video. That being said, I'm Indigo,
I'm Krug.
and this has been GameGorgon.